I play football on the football team.
Travis Pearson, and I go to Prairie View A&M University.
Yasmin Gamble, and I attend Miles College.
It's Keon Hanley Jr., and I attend UAB.
It was probably like, I don't know, crazy. Say this. When I first came, it was like I was kind of homesick. I had to get used to that.
Yeah.
Then school came.
Probably go with interesting. On your own for the first time, you got school, but you still got to manage your life by yourself. You don't really have any help for real. You just got to figure stuff out.
I think it would be breathtaking. Like, yeah, breathtaking. For me, like I never been on my own before, kind of like staying in the dorm, not having any parents or anything around. So it was really a fun experience. Like you get to learn so much more about yourself that you didn't know before.
Trial and error. My first semester wasn't as good because it was shaky. Definitely coming from the school I come from, it was a lot more than what I was expecting.
You know, I kind of put myself on a kind of a schedule, so I knew that would help me figure things out when I'm doing the same thing every day at the same time. So I just put myself on a schedule, and that helped me to kind of get the hang of things. It's a little more difficult the first semester, but second semester was pretty easy for me. You know, I knew what I was coming into, and it wasn't that difficult.
Because when I first got here, we had like a summer class, and like they had made us go to class like at about 9. Born real, just set my time to like leave and stuff, just be able to do my work and manage all that, like in my days. Each day I just focus on each class at least for like 45 minutes, and just work from there, really.
It take me long to get adjusted all because I was excited. I was ready to be on my own. So when I got to college, it didn't take me that long at all. Like easy just for me. I think if you're excited, it's gonna come easier for you. But if you're a little scared, it's gonna take more time.
Some of my classes weren't like in high school classes, so I couldn't really be prepared for some of those. It was, I'd say, about 50%. You know,
Okay.
I did know the basics, so it wasn't like I was starting from nothing. So it wasn't that bad.
I'll say kinda, because like the basic classes I knew, but like once we got into like typing papers,
Yes, I did. And I mean, people may say it's not hard, but it's kind of hard, but I felt prepared. Like going into the first week classes, I felt really prepared. I feel like my teachers from high school prepared me enough to know what was going on and how to do my work well.
first semester looked good because I was football wise, and I just did all my work to play. But then in second semester, it was just like, I played my sports, so I just took a break off, but I still managed to pass all my classes. But I had like a high C.
Like I said, the first semester still getting adjusted, but the second semester wasn't too tough, so I was able to get through that pretty easily.
They look great. I currently have a 3.6 GPA, and I made the dean's list. So
More that I wish I could have done, but from first semester to second semester, big improvement. Tutoring helped. Also, I want to say just reaching out to, I want to say my teachers.
Probably say just time to grow up. Just be able to live on your own, and just, I don't know. I just probably say grow up for real.
Try and stay on top of things. Like for me, one of my main things freshman year was the reminders app. That's really what helped me through, because a lot of stuff, you got a lot going on, you're gonna forget a lot of stuff. I know I get some outside help to help me stay on top of everything.
it would just be to pay attention and don't be scared to ask for help. Like if you need help with just like a regular problem or like a paper, or if you need a ride anywhere, like don't be scared to ask. You don't always have to go through stuff alone because, well, I can't speak for other people, but at my school, they made sure that we knew that we were not alone. They made sure that we always had someone to go to if we needed help with anything. So don't be scared to ask for help, and just stay focused.
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Study, study, study. Like, all that fun is going to be there. Study. Don't procrastinate. Take your courses serious. And one thing, too, when it comes to your majors, not going to stay the same. There's a lot to explore. So do a little bit of networking. People outside of your major, get to know people in your major, of course, but do a lot of networking. Don't just stay in your own bubble. Go out there and explore because you don't know what you're really going to fall in love with.
It's just figure out how much school and how much outside events you want to do. Some people want to do like 80% school, 20% hanging out and everything. Some people want to flip this. It's up to you. Just figure it out and stay with that because some people get a little distracted and then something will fall off.
I'd probably say read the syllabus for sure. People choose to like party, just know like when not to hang out and when to, and just stay on top of your work really. And try to do your work before it's due. Yeah, that's what I'll.
The workload can get to be a lot if you don't stay on top of it. If you take, let's see, first semester I took 5 classes, and then second semester I took 7 classes. Sometimes you may forget, like, oh, I forgot I had homework due today, and then I got this other homework. You just have to stay on top. Like, make sure you always check. You should have a planner. Make sure you always check and make sure do everything ahead of time. Just do everything ahead of time. So you don't be rushing or anything. Just do everything ahead of time.
You are a representation of the school. Don't be nowhere that you ain't got no business being. Don't do something that you ain't got no business doing. Because one thing is this, if it's caught on camera and they see you with it, it could be detrimental to you. So understand that you're a representation of the school.
When I had free time, I really just stayed in my dorm and played the game with like friends. Try to like see like what's going on campus and stuff. But not really. I just really like stayed in my room and slept. And got my shit.
First semester wasn't a lot of free time, so my free time I was just doing work since I knew I wouldn't get a lot of that free time. But second semester had a lot more free time, so for me I was really just trying to, if I wasn't hanging out with some friends, I was trying to see the city, just see what's going on.
I would just come home and spend time with my family. Every time, like if I class or I wasn't at work or like I had a weekend off, I would just come home and spend time with my family. It made me realize like that I like being on my own more than I thought I would.
Getting into the word, getting very studying the word, not just reading it, and also journaling. And I feel like God led me into a group of men that really care more, not about, what we had going on, but, building each other, I think, outside of football and of, school.
It's going to get hard sometimes, but don't give up. Like, do not give up. Just keep going because the finish line is always going to be there. So just keep going.
Don't take your opportunity for granted and just be grateful for the opportunity that you have. It might not be what you want, but one thing I know, it was the thing that I needed, and that's what matters more.